Well, hello there, all of you beautiful people out there in Minecraft land. How are you today? I am doing absolutely fantastic. My name is Vid, and welcome back to another fantastic episode of Let's Play Minecraft, now in Minecraft 1.17.1 for your viewing pleasure. In the last episode, we didn't do anything related to this villager town, but several episodes ago, we built that little fishing shack that is behind me, the one that I just ran through, and then a few episodes later, we built that over my shoulder, the shepherd area. But since then, I have not done a whole lot to this villager area, and that is something that I want to change today, because I have plans to add some more space for some more villagers, and I have some materials set up for me to do that. But first, I have to repair this train track right here, because I had to remove a piece of track so that I could get some animals to cross. They just didn't want to cross when these train tracks are in the way. But now that they're gone, I can actually go back to what I was planning on doing. Do you see those 5 shulker boxes right here? Well, these shulker boxes contain all of the goodies that I am going to be building with today. The first one contains a whole bunch of wool, plus some paper and some compasses and some sticks, a few oak stuff or logs, different kinds of logs, birch and oak and spruce. That's the word I was looking for. Plus some dark oak planks, some items frames, some glass panes, and of course, the cartography table. In case it wasn't abundantly clear from all the materials in here, I'm going to be adding an area for cartographers today. Also, in this one, I have some lapis, some redstone, some puzzle, some mushrooms. This is just unrelated, but I kind of had this idea for something I wanted to do for this section. Netherwort lapis, gold, rotten flesh, glowstone, blaze powder, rabbit's foot, redstone, brewing stands, soul sand, and some other goodies. Can you guess what this one's for? The brewing stands should tip you off. Yes, that is for clerics. I'm going to add a little area for clerics today. How about this one? What do you think? This one should be pretty obvious, even if you had no idea what job went with the composters. The hay and the hoe and the seeds, carrots, potatoes, melons, pumpkins, golden carrots, apples, cookies, pumpkin pie, and then various seeds and other stuff should fill you in that I'm going to be working with farmer villagers in a next section. And this one, before I open it, any guesses? 3, 2, 1, boom! Let's see what we got here. Well, we have a bunch of dyed leather gear, as well as some leather horse armor, a few leads, bunch of leather, some fence posts, rabbit hide, a saddle. Hey, there's no. I forgot to put the workstation for this one. But can you guess what it is? That's right. It is a leather worker, and the leather worker requires. Let's see if I have any here. I do. The cauldron. I actually have 4 cauldrons already in my tool chest, which is cool. And that goes here, right? 4 cauldrons. Perfect. I have the workstations. Yes, 4 brewing stands and 4 cartography tables. And then the last one. Can you guess? It's empty. That's right. I actually didn't want to add a 4th one today. I just thought I'd pack up the 5th shulker box because this cart holds 5 shulker boxes, and so I thought I would just grab 5 things. Maybe I will add some random building materials, like a few extra of those and some oak planks. Maybe add those in. Add some stairs and some slabs and things like that. Sure, some stripped oak. Maybe an oak door or 2. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to use this stuff for yet. Let's see. What do I have here? I've got some stripped dark oak. A dark oak door. Some dark oak slabs. Some dark oak planks. Spruce. Spruce, sure. A few spruce planks. Some spruce stairs. Spruce slabs. I don't know. Stripped birch. And I have a little bit of jungle. I don't know what I'm going to do with jungle. I'm just going to ignore it. That's what I'm going to do with jungle. So let's get all of this stuff into this chest, bring some building materials over, and start working. So I'm going to start today by setting up my work area the same way I do on all my projects. So I'll set up my my ender chest and my my box of gear. I know I'm going to need my shovel. I don't think I'll need anything else in here. In fact, I'll probably put my bow and arrows away because they're just taking up inventory space at the moment. As for these things, yeah, so just a few more things there. This one, I did end up grabbing some dirt and some grass because I think I'm going to do a tiny bit of terraforming as well. Somehow I ended up with a rabbit hide in my inventory. That's okay. I can put it over here. And I grabbed the bell as well because I want to be able to use that as a new sort of central area over here, because this I think is going to be where I build today. So I did bring, as you can see, a bunch of animals over here. If I'm going to be, I had this idea. I'm going to be building the areas today for a farmer and also for a leather worker. And the farmer, I thought, would be sharing cows with the leather worker because the leather worker needs some leather. The leather worker is also going to have a penned-in area for horses, and the farmer is going to have a penned-in area for chickens that'll probably be shared with the Fletcher. So yeah, so we've got some ideas. So I'm going to start over here, maybe somewhere around here. I think this sort of open area in the middle here, if I get rid of some of these flowers, this might be a good place to put some farmland. You know, just a little bit of farm, kind of right in the middle here. And then I'll start building the farmer area around here, and then we'll go from there.
Later.
And I am back to show off what I have done. So I put a little bit of a farm down there. You can see there is actually one composter on top of the farm. And that is because I'm hoping that once I get some farmers in here, they'll be able to actually interact with that composter. I've still got 3 more composters in my inventory that I can place around. But I did want to just show off what I've done so far. So I've got a little area for the horses over there and a little area for cows over there. For some reason, they're all kind of grouping together. They've got lots of space to roam in there, but they're all grouping together. And then that little corner over my head there is going to be, I might have to extend the land a little bit. That's where I'm going to put the leather worker. So the leather worker kind of works between horses and cows and the products that they supply, which is leather. And that's why that's what that area is going to be for. Over here, besides the cow area, you can see I have a small area for pigs. Those pigs just happened to be wild. They were just hanging around in this area, so I thought I'd pen them all up. I spent a little bit of time decorating the pig sty there as well. I added some coarse dirt, some podzol, and some soul sand to kind of make it look like a dirt area type thing, so I thought that was appropriate for pigs. And then chickens behind them. I still have to add, maybe in this area kind of behind me here, some beds and some shacks, just some areas for the farmers to actually live. And then I'm going to start developing the, what am I trying to say? The leather worker area as well. Plus, I need to get the actual villagers over here. So let me do a little bit more work, and then I will come back and see you in a moment.
Moments later.
And as another fine villager makes his way up here, you should see that he captures a workstation. Well, he's going to go down and under the little tunnel there, and then hopefully we'll poke his way out. Come on, sir. You can do it. Don't get hung up on stuff. Just get over there. Okay. Let me just break this. There. See? Now you're fine. He's going to go up and he's going to capture this workstation. I'm just going to come a little bit further over here and put another workstation down, and then maybe I'll break this one, because this is the sort of process right here. You just kind of let them find a workstation and then find another workstation and get closer to where they need to be, and then he might even be close enough to capture one of those other workstations now. So let's see if he's got one. Maybe not. Or maybe. Anyway, I wanted to show you, as we follow this guy, that I have completed the farmer area. So, as he comes over here, he should be able to trample the crops. That's fine. Yeah, no, go ahead. Actually, the funny thing is he didn't actually trample anything, did he? Oh, no, he didn't. This melon will never grow because because there's a torch here. That's okay. So, yeah, crops are all grown. It's looking good. This guy's harvesting. Here is a little farmer's market. I figured farmers, that's what they do, right? They pile their wares up and then they sell them. So I've got a couple composters here, 1, 2, and that'll be for 2 farmers. I've got a 3rd composter over there, and then there is no 4th composter, actually. I have the 4th composter in my hand, but it's going to go back here at some point. Oops, I noticed that I've now made a mistake because there's a villager in there. And yeah, that'll never do, will it? I'm going to have to do something to get this guy out of here and hopefully not actually cause any difficulties. So let's see if I can actually trap this guy. Do I have any fences? Yes, I do. So let's just move this like this. There we go. And now that guy should be able to get out of there. Do I have any seeds? I don't have any seeds. Well, that's okay. If I have to end the lives of some chickens, I'll do so. But I don't think it'll be necessary. Anyway, oh look, he's out. And then he's back in. All right, I'll fix that guy later. So I just wanted to show you some things. I piled up some hay back here. This, I figured farmers, they live in these little sort of commune houses. So each one of these houses, you know, it's really basic. All it has in it is a bed. There's a bed and a door. That's the most important thing for a house, right? Bed and a door. And this one has actually been claimed. One of these farmers has actually taken this. I should have 3 farmers in the village right now. And if I go back up to my little area up here, I should be able to request a 4th villager just by flipping this lever right here. And then my cart goes off. And while I'm waiting for it to get back, I am going to place 1 more composter right here, just so that when the next villager comes back, he will see this composter and immediately take the farmer job. So that's looking pretty good. I think the next thing to do then is to work on the horsemen area, the leather worker. That's what it is. They're not horsemen. They're leather workers. Yes. I'm going to, as I said before, I'm going to fill this area in a little bit and then add in some space for leather workers.
More moments later.
And just like that, I have finished the horsemen's area. I keep calling them horsemen. They're actually leather workers. That's why they have horses, because they do leather armor and saddles for horses. And of course, they get that leather from the cows that they share with the farmers over here. So I've kind of decorated this place nice and simply. We've got some poles that show the saddles and the leather and the rabbit hides and the stuff they can work with. We've got a couple armor stands showing some of the fine workmanship that they offer. Some helmets and some tunics, some pants, and of course more of these things, as well as their cauldrons all around here. Plus, I've sort of decided that these guys, they like to sleep under the stars. So yeah, so right now they don't have anything over their beds. They've just kind of got their bedrolls laid out. And in case you didn't notice it, I have this. So this is a duplicate of the area that I have over there. So let me just do a little bit of a quick fly around here. So I have my shepherds and I have my fishermen with iron golems on the roof apparently. And then this area with the bell. And then over here, I now have my horsemen, leather workers, and my farmers with their little farmer's market. And another bell. So you can see that, yeah, it's starting to get to that time of the day when everyone is going to start sort of mingling and just seeing how things go. I was originally going to put a 3rd bell up in the middle, but I don't think I'm going to bother now. I think because that other bell is over there and this one is over here, I think if I do put some of these sort of dudes in the middle here, then they'll just see one of the other bells. That's what I think. These guys, you can actually see somehow they've managed to actually capture this bell all the way over here, even though their beds and their workstations are way over there in the distance. They're only supposed to have a 32 block radius for for actually finding a bell. And 32 blocks is not that much. 32 blocks, let me just get some distance here. 32 blocks is about here. So not exactly, obviously. I'm not taking a total count, but from here to the bell is about 32 blocks. This is the distance they should be able to see it. So I actually, for the life of me, can't figure out how these guys are seeing this bell. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not too concerned about it. They can go to whatever bell they want as long as they are able to find their beds and their workstations as well. One of the other things that I've done is I've started to fill in the entrances to some of the caves and the areas that are around here. And the reason is because largely the iron golems. Iron golems should only appear when the villagers get scared. So clearly they've either seen an angry mob or they've heard an angry mob somewhere and they've decided that they need protection, and that's where the iron golems come in. I was hoping that this village wouldn't be full of iron golems, but I think it's just going to happen. I don't think there's a whole lot I can do about that. I have a couple more areas that I'd like to build. I don't know if I'm going to have time to get to them today. I still have the this box with the brewing stands for clerics, so I can do some clerics, and I have this one for the cartographers. One of these two I think I'm going to work on next, but the sun is going down, so I'm going to need to sleep. I've been carrying my bed with me because every time I put my bed down, when these guys are around, they actually try to jump into my bed. So I don't want that. So I'm going to let them go ahead and find their own beds, and I'm going to sleep as well. So let's see if yeah, actually I'm okay, because these guys are actually going to go all the way back to their own beds, and I can sleep. The biggest issue I am having right now is a fundamental lack of villagers. This is my villager breeder, which I set up very early on, but unfortunately I turned it off. Because I had way more villagers in there than I needed. And so I turned it off, and I've just recently turned it back on again. It's just really slow to actually breed. I think it takes 20 minutes for any one of these little guys to get grown up. And you can actually hear them down there if you listen carefully. There are at least one baby villager down there. And eventually, like I said, after 20 minutes, he'll grow up. And he'll make his way over into this area with the water, and then I'll be able to pick him up and take him back to my area over here. I do, as you can imagine, require a lot more villagers than you might have thought. Each one of these little areas is going to require 4 villagers. So that's 16 total villagers I've used, 8 of which I've used today. So, and those were the last 8 villagers that were actually in the breeder. So I'm definitely going to have to wait until more villagers breed before I'm able to go ahead and get more villagers over here. While we are waiting for more villagers to breed up, I guess we should just go ahead and build some more areas. So let's do this slightly different. Let's do this using my favorite mod, the replay mod. So let's hit that time lapse. Time lapse, and here we have our little clerical shack. Let me just go in here and show you what I got. I got a brewing stand sitting on a block of lapis lazuli and 4 beds. Pretty simple. I had this idea, and you might have seen it come to fruition as I was building. I don't know, I had this like weird vision of these clerics living in a house, like a little shack that was growing out of a tree, or that a tree had basically grown up through it, or they had built it attached to a tree kind of thing. So anyway, I thought I needed to have a custom tree. And as part of that, and again, just part of the vision, it was mushrooms. I had this idea right from when I was, when I was packing my shulker boxes to build this. I thought, yeah, you know what would be cool if I build a red mushroom and a brown mushroom beside this house. So custom tree growing out of the house, red mushroom, and then I built the brown mushroom. This mushroom right over here. I've actually taken away part of the roof so I could try to get this mushroom to grow, but the mushroom isn't growing. I know there are some weird conditions for growing a brown mushroom, including light levels and things like that. I can't think of what they are, and I didn't actually look it up before I did this build. So I will look that up, and I'll figure out how to make that mushroom grow, and then I will do it. But in the meantime, I'll kind of show off the other things that I have. Netherwort. I put a little bit of netherwort over here because that's what cleric villagers would use for brewing, right? Their workstation is a brewing stand. So I scattered some brewing stands around and also added this little farm of netherwort. Also, some of the blocks that they trade, gold, redstone, lapis, kind of cool. They don't really trade it in the block form, but it's better than putting it in an item frame. In fact, I actually already did put in an item frame, and that's on the front of this wall here. So I've got the gold, the lapis, the redstone, and also glowstone and rabbit's feet. They're on the outside of the wall as well. You might also notice that there is one cleric villager over here. Only one. And I did not bring him over from my breeder, because it occurred to me, what do you need to actually breed villagers? Well, you need villagers, you need a bed, and you need food. And I have farmer villagers that are over there harvesting crops, and because they're harvesting crops, they're actually throwing food to each other. And I accidentally left my bed out. And when I left my bed out, these guys bred all by themselves. And now they're trapped in the cow pen. I don't know how they got in there. I'll have to figure that out and get them out of the cow pen. But yeah, anyway, regardless, that is all done. So, unfortunately, I think I'm not going to have time to build the cartographer's abode today. I think I'm going to have to wait until next episode to do that. So that means that this is where I am going to end the episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you really enjoyed it, hey, feel free to hit that thumbs up. It does help me, you know, as the other YouTubers like to say. And I hope you guys are inspired to do this sort of stuff in Minecraft as well. And I guess that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. See you in the next episode. I need my rockets. Bye.